Hi guys, this is Guy again. If you watch my streams, you've noticed I have this deck. And I played it in rank. I played enough to get the hang of it, so I figured I can use it as a deck profile video without doing what they did with Great Nature and Musketeer. Especially Great Nature. I made two videos and then just needed one video, but oh well, you guys can see my misplays. Anyways, this is the Deletors. Leaders was a version they were like tier 1 in the TCG for like one or two sets before G came along. The leaders came at the end of the Legion era, but their main guy wasn't Legion. Their main guy was like a regular unit but without limit break. But their skills OP because Delete was OP. Delete is still overpowered but not as much compared to Lock. Anyways, let's talk about the strides first. First off, we had Audian or deliberate deleter Audian. Oh, Audian. His skill is Persona Blast, retire a rear guard. It has to be deleter. That's why all the cards are deleter, even though you want to run the counter charging PG. But sadly, you have to run the deleter PG because you want to be able to call it just in case you need something to retire, because this is a skill. It skill is you get 2000 power for each face a copy of itself, and if you're at GB2 or this is your second stride, you can delete your opponent's Vanguard. So first stride, you just do it because all the other strides are kinda not that good as the first stride. Like, let's talk about original deleter Gauild. His first skill is pretty great. It's like if you have no cards in hand, like you choose to rush your opponent, and if no cards in hand, this is the best first stride because you can stride it for free. But the requirement is you only need to have one card. If you have more than one card, you can't use it. So you need to call everything, swing, then you can stride this guy for free. But it's so hard to do. His GB2 skill is something that's actually usable. Most likely you're gonna be able to use, which is if you have a deleter heart, you can counter blast and turn a deleter card in your G zone, meaning itself or Alnield, Igor, or any deleter stride. We only have like three kinds of them. Most likely himself because he is basically useless. He has no good skills, and you can retire two deleters to delete your Vanguard, which is not as good compared to Alnield. The first name's Audian. The triple R one. Better. These names are so hard to pronounce. Yeah, this guy's kind of like your filler. You only use him when you run out of this guy and you don't want to do Igor yet since you only have two Igorgs. Igor skill is GB2. Your Vanguard's deleter. Counterblast. Retire one of your rear guards, which is deleter, and delete your Vanguard. And choose one of your opponent's back row rear guards and lock it. And just one card at random from your opponent's drop zone and vanish delete. The vanish delete is you banish a card face down or you bind a card face down. And if they have 10 or more cards, your opponent needs to choose a rear guard and retire it. No, you get to choose. And they retire. If it's 13 and your opponent's damage zone is 4 or more, you win. This is our instant win con. Link Joker has two instant win cons: Omega Glendios and Igor. Igor's slightly more viable because you either win or you Igor. And I've been Igor more times than I've been Omega Glendios or World End. Then Harmonics, just watch my Harmonics explanation video, which is she unlocks, she prevents damage in nice place, and she gives you a free heal guard if you go first. Then Stark is our finisher. His skill is Counter Blast 2, so you need to have at least two face of Counter Blast. Persona discard. That's how you pay for Ultimate Stride. You need to pay the same card name as your Vanguard to stride this. And this get -2 drive. This guard doesn't rest, so it doesn't go well with Laurel. Laurel really hurts a lot of Dimension Police cards because Laurel makes any card good as long as it hits, and which makes it worse than 0. Just everything can hit until your opponent's at 5. And he can attack 3 times. He cannot attack a 4th time, which is kind of sad, but 3 times. and that's it. And he only gets one drive check each swing. Not that great. Then our grade 3 is Brian. He is our main ride because of his Strider skill. Because he has a stride skill. When your Vanguard is the deleter and you stride on top of it, counter +1 to vanish delete your opponent's card in the drop zone. And check the top card of your deck. If it's the deleter, superior call. And it gets plus 2000. If it's not, you put it in your drop zone. So it makes you deck out. Decking out is a bit scary. Then our other card, which is our backup right. Technically, he can also be our first ride if we want to rush at if we're going first. He is nice as our first ride because his skill is when placed Vanguard Regard Soul Blast 2 Deleter units. This unit gets plus 5000, and if you use this as your Vanguard, it deletes your opponent's Vanguard. This is one of the cheapest ways to delete. And once your Vanguard is deleted, once your opponent's Vanguard is deleted, everything that's good in this deck is online, which is only one card which is good online, which is this grade 2 here. But we have to talk about our last card, which is filler, which is Gryan, and he's only here because of the Gry name. You don't really care about his skill, his on play skill. It's okay because you can vanish delete 2 cards instead of 1 card, but he's basically useless except for the name of Gry in it, so don't bother. This card can be replaced with the Legion leader of this guy, which is Guile. His skill is on place, your opponent's Vanguard is deleted, lock. Your opponent lock opponent's front row. This is the cheapest lock. Then we have Gaily, Swift Deleter. Skill is when placed, your Vanguard is a gray. Retire one of your cards. That's a deleter. Your opponent, you retire one of your opponent's front row units, and vanish delete a card in their opponent's drop zone. This unit gets plus 2k, so it becomes an 11k beater. Round 4 off because he's the only one that has a good on-play skill. Same thing with Guile. Then we have Geron. Geron's first skill is he looks weak because he's 7k base, but he gets stronger for each card you vanish delete. Which means the later the game is, this guy gets a very, very beefy boy. And if it's 12, so it's 19,000 base power minimum. And you vanish delete 10, it is 17. Vanish delete 1, 8, 2, 9. You get the idea. His other skill helps you in that vanish delete as long as your opponent has cards in the drop zone. If your opponent doesn't sack, like damage checks, this thing doesn't do well because you cannot use this card skill, which is vanish delete and the card in your opponent's drop zone when your Vanguard attacks, as long as your Vanguard's the deleter. Then our last 2 card is Zakuilad. Zakuilad's skill is once per turn, counter +1. This unit becomes a 11k beater and gets on hit. When this unit attack hits, your opponent must discard 1 card from their hand. If not, they cannot stride. But sadly, this only works if our opponent is at grade 3 and their Vanguard is the delete state. So that's why he is the 2-off, because like, what are the chances of using this? I was able to use this on stream, so there's that. Deleter PG skill is basically useless because your opponent will never be delete. Will never be a delete state when you guard. They're most likely gonna stride, so very useless. You only want it because of the deleter name, and the other deleter PG has no skill, and how it activates is not any different to discard skills. So there's no point in running the old one unless the old one is SP or something. But in the end, just have 4 copies of this guy because it has a skill. Once in a blue moon. Then Stride Fodder. Stride Fodder for deleter. So deleter Stride Fodder. You know what a Stride Fodder is. It's going to help you pay the cost for stride with itself. Then the skill is when you use it for the cost of striding, you can superior call him for 1 counter blast. Then Onagil skill is put this card to soul, vanish delete 2 cards from your opponent's damage drop zone, which is great. Then we have our filler. A lynch can be replaced with anything. The reason I put him here because his skill is when he's retired, he goes to the soul. And our only card that uses soul is this guy, so yay. Might have put more cards to use soul, but in the end, it's gonna be hard. So then our last card is Lucci. Lucci's skill is when he's retired, as a cost for a deleter, your opponent will have it will lock your back row. It will lock your opponent's back row one card at random. Okay, choose one of your opponent's. You'll get to choose and choose a card in your opponent's drop zone and vanish delete. The main card here is the vanish delete aspect. The locking doesn't matter because it's back row. Ay, ay. 9 draws because we call out of cards. And let's see. Okay, I'm gonna customize it a bit because sleeves, because it is sleeves that is not deleter. And again, no, so this recording is 21 of June, and it is, we have less than 8 days left of this wonderful game. And I do not have a deleter. And also in RLTCG news, people are getting scared of the game rebooting again because they believe that Luard is a sign of the game going to reboot. For me, I don't really think the game will reboot because it's like we're in a state that it's okay. But problem is like Bushi doesn't know how to handle their games well. Like their longest lasting game is White Schwartz, and that's because people love waifus. If people didn't love waifus, I don't know if the White Schwartz will still be here. And fun fact, there's another TCG of One Piece, and One Piece used to be in White Schwartz. Technically, it's still a valid game strategy, but still, why play White Schwartz One Piece when you can play actual One Piece? Okay, hopefully we'll find an opponent that's okay. If not, you can watch my stream of. You can just look for one of my streams. I played this game. I played using this deck, so there's a chance. And I recorded it, so there it's somewhere on my YouTube channel. I really need to organize it, but it's like I'm not big enough to organize it. Technically, I'm small enough to for it not to be organized. Okay, Dark Irregulars. Dark Irregular doesn't care if we vanish delete them. Dark Irregulars has a win count, possibly second or third stride. So it's gonna be a hard fought game for us. Our hand is okay. We're going second, we're getting first stride. Which doesn't really matter for us though. Okay. Ride. Because we want to stride next turn. We could go super aggressive and just hope to stride the double rare one. But that's risking it. I'm not a very risky person. I'm very pessimistic. Which is very bad to be a streamer, YouTuber. Technically, I'm not really a streamer. I can't live off my ad revenue on Twitch. And now there's no fans sharing the flames of Twitch shutting down. People are fear mongering that Twitch will shut down. But then it depends on Amazon if they want to shut down Twitch. Come on, delete. There we go. Okay, as long okay, opponent doesn't get to retire, which is great. Oh wait, they can retire. Okay, his soul's just too slow. But then you can put one card in soul and it'll fix it. So bye bye intercept, I'll miss you. Why did he pick that instead of this thing? I'll just try this because it's like we're basically going to do nothing. So might as well actually do nothing. Oopsie, wrong card. Wrong card. Oh well. Wrong card. Oh well. At least next time I can delete now. Bye bye, Guile. It's Guiley. Gilly. Whatever your name is. Jelly Swift Deletor. She's your names. Why did Busher pick those names? Why did I call you here? I don't need to actually call you. Which is another sad aspect. Sheesh. At least we can stride. We're 21,000. We're safe. Bye bye grade 1. That's a common. We'll never be able to get to use you. Because you'll be retired. Thankfully, Luchi's still alive. So, does nothing. Does nothing. Oh my gosh. Look at this. They have to go do. Oh my gosh, I forgot to activate the skill. I could have used you. No, I misplayed. I misplayed. I should have activated the counter plus one skill. Then boom, my opponent can't do anything. They can't strike unless they have to discard a card. And if they are hand so big, so they will discard. Oh well, this is like my fifth or sixth time playing the deck. Harmonic Messiah. No choice but to go Harmonic Messiah. I have two intercept. I have one PG, two guard cards. Okay. Shouldn't the darkness be activated? This gets 2k. $21, so this is just heal guard range. And this is random. I hope they kill my Deletor here because he's useless now. Ouch. Ugh. I've only binded one card. No choice. Let's check. Do I have to get Deletor rear guard? Retire a Deletor rear guard, so. Plus 5,000 min, plus 10 most. Okay. Only buying 4 cards. Sad. Our opponent has to stride. His board is gone. He won't even get to use his strides club since it's deleted. So, okay, he rolled. Then he has to discard a card from hand. Blader mouse. I'll take the first hit. Give the part to the rigger. If not, it will not be okay. It will be able to hit unless I get a trigger. Do I get the trigger? I have no more triggers, so I think he just ran. He only has like three stands left in his deck. I have three PGs, so he has to swing with all of these, and he has to hope he still has a PG and the four cards left in his deck. Something. He only has three PGs out of four, three stand trigger. Oh my gosh, he has three stands. He has a one chance. Okay, he didn't get the stand. He didn't get the freaking stand. And only get one card. Let because of the one card thing, I will be able to. Okay, I'll be able to stride for free. I have no more heals, so all my cards have to be Deletor. Okay, delete two Vanguards deleted. Oh my. I have no strides. Well, I can still stride one more time. My this is only zero base power. It has zero base power. So you know what he should do? Wait, even if he's kind of dead. Wait, he's not yet dead. He just needs to drive check a stand trigger. He strides. Gilderay. But he can't retire. But that draw card though. That draw card. And I'm dead here. It's because I misplayed a lot. I overcalled some stuff, which I shouldn't have called, which cost me this game. And I'm dead. I have to accept it like a big guy that I am, since I'm a guy. An average guy. Technically I'm below average because I'm short. That's game one. I didn't show a good showing of that because I made a ton of misplays. I played like a regular deck instead of playing it like a deleter deck, which is poor of me. And we're quite close to ranking up. And I also played Messiahs. So after this recording, which may be 2-3 games, I'll go switch it to Messiah. Because I have the cards for Messiah, might as well make Messiah. Don't have to change, might be the G zone for Messiah. This one, the deck assist is pretty good. You just have to change like one or two cards. Okay, this card might fear us because they require cards in their drop zone. and keeping hand. And by the way, Corrin can be used for Angel Feathers, Royal Paladin, and Link Joker. Not this type of Corrin. Like there's a Corrin skin that can use Angel Feather and Royal Paladin. Because in the anime, the Limit Break arc, you can use it as well. I'll just rush. I'll just rush. I'm going second. Wait, what's it? Uh, do I get the draw card to compensate? Nope, I do not get compensated. Okay, got the stride back, so it won't be as scary. Going first. Sadly, I'm not going first. I'm going second. It depends, really. I might ride this first, then stride this thing. Oh, by the way, Luard only runs 5 grade trees at minimum. So at best, he might run 6 or 7. Because of the lack of grade trees, the they can't they can't ride again unless they have another grade tree in their hand. Okay. Thing is, did he rode again? He rode again. Some deleters decks run stance because the leaders are very good with stands because they push up 1 to 5, then they stand. The opponent has to keep guarding with PG or a lot of heal guards. But the stands won't give them enough advantage early game. Uh, because stance doesn't give them cards in hand, which currently I lack cards in hand. So let's check the bind. He has only one card binded. Oh. If he crits, I can guard with heal guard. If he doesn't crit, he pushes me. He pushes me. And there we go. We won. I'll do another game just to be safe. This guy uses he runs crits because he can use his drop zones triggers that which are grade 3s as added as an extra way to stride. As an extra cost for stride. So we just have to give vanish delete those grade 3s, then we're good. But then the vanish delete is random. Change of plans. I'll keep playing until it's reset, which is like 15 minutes away. There's nothing to bind. That's the thing. There's nothing to bind. Critical. It is PG range, sadly. I have to try this because it is cheaper to do. Sadly, I have to do it this way. I have only two heal guards, so this is a GG game. I'm gonna lose this game most likely. Maybe not. No, no, still most likely. It's still most likely. He'll put this down to one of the deck. That's the thing. We just equalize in damage. He still has hand advantage, and he can stride for free. He still can stride for free because the advantage delete is random, or he gets to pick. First swing, PG unless he triggers. I'm dead. I don't have one heal left in deck. You did the final turn wrong, man. Say final turn at the start of your turn before you draw or when you draw, because it's like sometimes you press before you draw but it doesn't happen, so you do it at the end of your opponent's turn at earliest. At best, you should do it at your opponent's turn. Okay, another Gear Chronicle fight. It'll be a bit tedious again, but better than nothing. This card will just be our right card because it has more use, unlike this guy. Get a grade 3, we got a grade 3 with some use. Oh, it's because I'm reading a manga, right? A web novel right now. I shouldn't say that, but then, anyways, it's not like people watch my videos. Technically, people do. Like 10 or 20 people watch my videos. Oh, some of them have watched 8 which is mostly my Maelstrom video, which is surprisingly still going strong, slowly. Must be people like Maelstrom. Okay, Nepada. Oh, Nepada. Okay, 2 week because I got a draw. Okay, riding this. No, this is the more ideal ride. Okay, I'm gonna in the drop zone. Hmm. I'll call this here. Swing. and swing. I'm going first stride. I'm going first stride. Uh, they can't ride, so yay for me. He just swings, swings, and swings, and that's it. Oh my gosh, a little bit annoying. Bye bye, grade 1. Okay, can I... By the looks of it, I can delete. Okay, there's two cards in the bind zone. Calling this card here, then swinging. He runs draws. He shouldn't he be able to write anything called the Stride Father? One to one, 50-50 chance. It's oh well, he only has the powder left in the drop zone, which is okay. He rides to grade 3, which is another counterplay against deleters. You don't ride on your grade 3 turn. Instead, you just skip, but you just stay grade 2. Hope they delete you. Then you let them waste their delete, and you ride grade 3. Then stride. Bye bye field, and I. But because of this lock, it kind of protects us. Sadly, we have no good skill right now. No, maybe I should have locked this thing, then retired this thing. Oh well, the more I know. And it's already 8 p.m. so it's reset. So after the end of this video, I'm just gonna end it there. Okay. PG again. 2 PGs are gone. Then let's check the opponent's bind zone. They have 8 cards. They will have 10 cards in the bind zone now. This will be PG or double heal guard. That's now 10 cards in the bind zone. He has to do a hard stride or a regular stride because his skill is not active right now. Can he even ride? Can he even stride? He rides. But you... Oh, he just strides and discards. I have one card that is 16,000 base, so hopefully protect me, but I have like 3 cards to guard, so first, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I am dead. I have heals. I have 2 heals left in my deck, so I might have a chance to survive. Come on, deck, let me heal. I need to heal. Then again, does he gain the crit? If he gains crit, there's no point. Only drive checks, doesn't gain crit, and looks like they play 9 draws. But if I heal, do I deserve the win? That's the question. I don't deserve the win, but still. Ugh. Oh well, guys. I tried my best to show how powerful the leaders were. But problem is, all my pawns were meta decks. I did push the Luard deck, but that's it. But the thing is, Luard is scared of us. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and bye bye since it's reset.